I bought more enchanted rares. Let's take a look. All right, this is going to be a fun episode. We have all sorts of things going on. Obviously, we're going to look at some enchanted rares. It's all over the place. I teased it in the thumbnail. I teased it in the opening. I teased it all over the place. So obviously, that's going to happen. But before we do that, I think we need to warm up by opening up a few packs. Because I'm going to tell you what, we are still chasing the enchanted rare. And I'll tell you what, we're not even, at this point, we're not even chasing a specific enchanted rare. I mean, we're just chasing any enchanted rare. So, I mean, I'll tell you what, the fact that I've even lowered the bar and we're still, you know, we still have yet to clear that bar. I got to tell you, I'm feeling defeated right now, but with all of your help, we're going to make this happen. So, I mean, we're just going to do a handful of packs today. I don't want to give anything away for the next episode. I believe you'll be seeing on Sunday, but we're gonna open more. We have to open more. I'm convinced it's gonna happen. I'm just gonna keep saying the percentages thing until we hit it, and then hopefully it'll work out for us. So, starting out with Ed. I love the hyenas, and let's see if we can pull something good here. Honestly, I would even take, you know, especially because there's only 5 packs. Like, we're only gonna do a handful of packs today, and then we're gonna show some enchanteds. But I would even take, I mean, like one legendary, or maybe just like something that's good, something that's meta relevant, something like a cold foil that's gonna be fun to look at. I mean, the queen, that's pretty right there. Who's with me? And oh, Vanellope, beautiful. I love the Vanellope artwork. I mean, I'm trying to think of how many arts she has in this specific, well, I guess this is the set that's kind of her coming out party for Lorcana, but I feel like she has like 4 or 5 different printings, and excluding the enchanted. Absolutely wonderful job with the Vanellope art. Just absolutely beautiful. Oh, wait a second, hold on. Wait, cut. Come to full screen. Come to full screen. I told myself I was gonna do this before I even started opening packs, and I didn't. So let's make sure to come full screen here. I have an announcement to make. And I also have something that I need your help with. Okay, so let's do the announcement first, okay? The announcement is that based on listening to y'all in the comments, because I get asked this, like, I feel like every video, every couple of videos, I get asked about this. And so I figure the time has finally come. We have started a Discord. Link is gonna be in the description of the video. Link is gonna be in the channel description. Link is gonna be everywhere that YouTube will allow me to put the link for this Discord that would be appropriate for the channel. That is the main announcement. But I have 2 asks of y'all. 2 things I need your help with. The first one is if you could just go join. That would mean the world to me if you could just, if you could join, or if you saw it worth your time to join, that would be amazing. The biggest thing I've realized with Discord, because it's kind of part of part 2 of what I'm about to ask of y'all, but I'm not like the biggest Discord veteran, like Discord master, Discord ninja. Never really claimed to be. I mean, it's something that's new for me. Okay, so I'm gonna be very, you know, very humbling moment, very revealing moment. Not a big Discord guy, but my optimistic view of it is that I was once not a content creator either, and now we have this great community together. So I figure if we can do this together, we can do Discord together, which brings me into the second ask. Okay, this is the main one. For all of y'all who have more experience with Discord, I've started it up. We fired it up, right? It's a blank canvas right now. If you do decide to go in there and hang out, contribute, it's going to be a wonderful space. It's going to be a safe space. I will take any and all feedback, comments, ways that you think we can make that space the best it can be for our community. I'm all about it, right? Like, I'm here to take this from the ground up with all of you. This is ours. We're going to build this together. And really, it's just going to be something that, like, I've always claimed that, like, the number one thing I love to do, and it's true, is interact with you all. But what I've realized is that, and I'm gonna get back to opening. That was the main thing. But thank you for that. Like, let's get back to camera view here. But the main thing that I've realized is that Discord is kind of the place that will allow me to do the one thing that I love to do, which is interact with all of you. And like with YouTube, it's cool because like I get to do it in the comments, but like to get to do it like in continuous, like multiple continuous threads, like all day, every day, that's something that I'm just like, it's a no-brainer. And I kind of like, it was kind of a light bulb moment. And I don't know why the light bulb hasn't really, like it never really, like I never really noticed it going off. I have multiple of you in the comments saying like, hey, when are you gonna do a Discord? You should do a Discord. Like that would be a really good idea. And I was kind of like, I don't know, maybe like, and I finally realized like that's the best possible way to interact with y'all. Like whether that's and we'll see. Like I have ideas for it for doing like ideas for future episodes. Like I'll throw like as I'm working on thumbnails and stuff, like I'll throw them in there. I think I've already thrown one in there by the time of this recording. Like, so you can kind of see like what's coming up like for the next video, like a little teaser for the next video, things like that. Like what future content should I do? What openings should I do? What things should I talk about? Like that's all stuff that I feel like I can share with you prior, especially like if you're finding it worth your time to like go in there and like check it out, like, yeah, I want to share that with you. So anyway, that's something that I just figured that I would call that out now. I'll probably keep shouting it out, and I'll put, like I said, there'll always be the link in the descriptions and on my channel. But yeah, if that's something that interests you, I would appreciate that. I would appreciate going in there, hanging out with you, talking with you. I will be in there every day. Like that's, like I tell you what, I promise you this, I would not be doing it if I didn't want to do it. It's something I want to do. So as many conversations as I can have with you all in there, I want to do it. So so with that, there go our 5 packs, and the Enchanted Rare will have to wait until Sunday. We're going to pull it on Sunday. And because what did we say? Percentages. It's all about percentages. We're going to keep saying that because, the more packs we open, it's just a percentages game. It's going to happen. But let's get into the main feature attraction of today's video, which is going to be, I did pick up a few different Enchanteds at my local game store. A couple of different reasons for picking these up, and then also I'll kind of share my philosophy on them as well. So like let's just go through them. I think I have them priced lowest to highest. So first one up here, we have Revive, and the first thing that I would call out with the Enchanteds with Shimmering Skies, something I want to talk about with the specific Enchanteds with Shimmering Skies. I'm noticing that, let me grab this again here. I'm noticing that the foiling, like, see the pattern here, how it's more of like a parallel swirl as opposed to, say, like the more legacy, like older Enchanteds, like from first chapter and Rise of the Floodborn and the others. I'm noticing that the foiling pattern is different with the Enchanteds, and please someone let me know in the comments. See, like, this is going to be a good Discord thing. This is going to be a perfect Discord thing. But anyway, until that gets actually going and like that's a real thing, someone let me know in the comment section if you know why they decided to go this way. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, like it's to me, like my mind always goes from like an investment perspective, financial perspective. Like immediately I think to myself, like, did they save money marginally going with this foil pattern as opposed to the old foil pattern? Or maybe, I mean, honestly, maybe they just did it because they think it looks cooler, because honestly, it really looks cool. They both look super cool. So anyway, that is Revive, and I am super happy to have that as a part of the collection. Second one is a blast from the past. We have Pride Lands, the first, well, I guess technically the first ever location Enchanted, right? That and I believe Cusco's Palace were the first 2 locations. Maybe there was one other that I'm forgetting, but absolutely excited to have Pride Lands in the collection. Funny story about Pride Lands was back in the, for those of you who've been following me for however long we've been doing the channel now, I actually gave one of these away. This was the first ever Enchanted that I gave away. I believe I gave it away to a subscriber. I believe it was Taylor Woot. Shout out you, man, if you're still watching this. It was great to great to get to interact with you and really appreciate your support. But I realized like that was when I was like in the beginning of the journey of like, I want to collect every Enchanted Rare. Like, let's start this journey. Let's really start documenting, chronicling this journey and all that stuff. And I realized, like, I was like, well, I want to give one away so bad. I told my wife, I'm like, it would be so cool. I've never seen anyone do it. Doesn't mean no one's doing it. I just mean like that's the only thing that I've really seen like nobody give away at that point. I'm sure it's been done multiple times at this point, but I was like, I want to be able to do it because I just feel like it would just be fun to be able to share that with the community, and it was a ton of fun getting to do that. But then I also realized like that was the only that was the only Pride Lands I had. That's the only copy I had. So I was like, oh man, I got to go get another copy. Like so that was hilarious. I was like, I just gave that away, but that's okay. He was super appreciative. He sent me a picture of it, and he was just very happy that he could add it to his collection. So that was like the coolest thing ever, getting to see him happy, and that's a very cool thing. This next one, however, we do already have in the collection, and that is going to be Sisu. If you watch the video that we did at this point, I think it's like weeks ago, showing off every enchanted rare in our collection. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. There's a whole lot of enchanteds in that. If you get down with like a video like this, you're gonna love that video. But this one, it was just a good deal. It was just a good time to pick it up, and I did make sure that I went in and grabbed its friend also. So we see we got both of them in here. Yeah, just a good deal. It seemed in pretty good condition to me, and also at a time where I think Sisu shot up in price a little bit. I think it's sitting at the time of this recording, floating somewhere around like $100, something like that. So I got it for less. So that was, I don't know. It just to me seemed like a good deal, and you never know. There might be an opportunity in the future where someone might say like, hey, I need that for my collection, and that's where you can also, trade and do things like that with, either with your friends or just different individuals in the community and stuff like that. So I don't know. It was just cool. Also beautiful, beautiful, beautiful artwork. So super happy to have Sisu in the collection. This one is one that I have actually cautioned people on, and it is going to be Diablo. Now let's talk about Diablo here as I fan it here for y'all. But with cards that are meta relevant, like for instance Diablo, and more specific, like more meta specifically more specifically at this moment in the meta, Clarabelle, Naveen, we've talked about these cards like Robin Hood, Champion of Sherwood. We've talked about those cards, like those meta relevant cards that are kind of helping spike in price a little bit. The biggest reason why I picked up Diablo was I actually didn't realize how close I was to finishing Ursula's Return for the Enchanteds. I'm only a few away. And what I realized is it's going to get to a point where I'm going to get those like lower ones that I need to be able to pick up to finish my collection. And then at that point, I'm going to only have Diablo left, and I'm going to be like, let's just finish it up anyway. So kind of a circumstantial purchase. As I always say, I try to give like the best insight that I possibly can on like, hey, should you be getting things right now or not? I still maintain like I would wait on Diablo if you can until such a time where it does fall out of favor with the meta a little bit. I mean, when that card came out for Ursula's Return, that was like I want to say that was like a $60 card, like almost like Sad Beast level. And now it's down to more like 30, for like a non-cold foil, I'm pretty sure. So it has come down a little bit. I mean, we've lost a little bit of FOMO, but at the same time, I do still think there's probably room for it to come down at some point when it does fall out of form with the meta. Emerald's not as played and things like that. But I figured that was too long to wait. So again, personal choice. I stand by all that logic, but personal choice. I'm gonna want to just kind of sure up Ursula's Return. So. And then finally, if you didn't see the last video, I wanted to make sure that I flashed it one more time. It will probably be the last time we flash him until we do some sort of an enchanted video update. But Mufasa, Mr. Ruler of Pride Rock himself. The video I'm talking about is the video where we opened up, I want to say, another 24 packs of Shimmering Skies, looking for not just Mufasa, but looking for an enchanted in general. I mean, honestly, like I said, at that point, we just got to clear that bar first before we can start worrying about specific enchanteds. But I did show him off as the mascot, make sure everyone knew like it was, we actually had that card. It wasn't clickbaity, right? Like, for those of you who didn't see that video, figure I'd share Mufasa with you here, but wanted to be able to at least get him, especially as I would assume the Moonfasa, hype will kind of probably keep continuing. Before I purchased it, I actually purchased it weeks ago. I didn't realize that at time of purchase it was probably a little bit more than what, or a little bit less than what it's going for right now. I'm not sure if it's because of the passing of the late great James Earl Jones, who played the voice of Mufasa and other phenomenal characters in film. Not sure if that has something to do with it, or if people are just loving the artwork. Obviously, it's still a very played card. It is a card that you can use in the meta, so it probably has all of those things going for it, but I'm getting a lot of questions on it, like, do you think it can contend against Elsa and things like that? So, I've always maintained the standpoint that I believe that Elsa is going to be really tough to beat, just because she has things going for her that Mufasa can never have going for him, like it's a first chapter enchanted, the main chase card in the first ever set in Lorcana. That's going to be that's such a tough thing to combat when you talk about like Like say, like if you made a made like a Pokemon comparison, like the Moonbreon compared to like a base set Charizard or something like that. Understandably, there are a lot of sets between those two sets in Pokemon, like literally hundreds, whereas there's only a handful of sets in between, you know, first chapter Shimmering Skies. But sort of a similar parallel in that sense, where I just don't ever see it really catching Elsa, but I could see him absolutely being one of those like ultimate enchanted chases for the long term. So yeah, super happy I could pick him up for the collection and all these other enchanteds as well. All right, y'all, that's gonna do it for today's episode. If you enjoyed today's content, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to get in the Discord, join into the community, and interact with us. Let us know what we can do to improve it, make it the best possible space that it can be. Thank you all so much for the overwhelming support that you've been giving us in the comment section, the amazing questions, the amazing interaction. We are eternally grateful for you all, and we will see you all on the other side. Peace out.